Hey, it's a 28 millimeter RPG, and I am here as I clear my throat, and I am here to uh, show you Worldographer, and kind of you've got limitations here, so let's first off let's go File. Let's create a new world or kingdom map. Now this pops up. It's over on my other screen here. Let me just bring it over. Um, we can generate things with terrain. We can generate things as one terrain, so it's blank when you first start off. And let's just generate terrain for right now, okay? So it'll go by this frequency of different items here. So generate map, and it's going to take its little bit of time here. And there's another pop-up window that occurs, and then you say, okay, to the finish the window. Okay, so I made this one really small because what you're going to find is if you are making worlds that are large, really large, when you first start out, the problem is going to occur when you start getting deeper and deeper into the hexes. So, for example, this world's not a bad world. I am actually going to keep this. So, File, save as, and I'm going to call this, okay, there it goes, save. All right, so I got this placeholdered for right now. So yeah, this is kind of a cool map. So instead, normally I would go in here and start editing a couple of things, like put in some more mountains because you got the train here. So we'll go train and we'll tell it to go to classic. Let me move this over so we got the full screen here on that side. So this is all cool and all as it is. So let's go a little deeper. So instead of going from world, we're going to go into continent. So every time you go a little deeper in, you're going to subdivide these hexes, each hex here, into a certain number of mini hexes. So go continent, and I'll bring over a little talk screen here. So in this case, we're just going to do six hexes inside each hex. So we'll go OK. And it gives you the warning. It says OK, finished. You're OK. So now you can see inside here, it goes across half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another half. Half is 6. So 6 hexes across. And in here, what I would normally do, now we're going to back up as much as we can. Now you can see you're getting a limit here on the screen. This is as far as I can scroll back, but you're getting to see the screen here in what it can do. So basically you get about roughly a third, 50%, a third. Between a third and 50, or a third and a half, I should say, of the entire world in display here. So now, for example, I would start editing things at this stage. I would start pulling out the ocean and the ocean tile here, and start carving around and editing things like so. I'm going to go to options here and go to the wide 3 terrain placement brush. We're gonna, so I would cleave out some of the unnecessary, start making this look like actual land instead of hexes, because it's so hex shaped everywhere. All these hex shaped regions. And you know, you can start blending away on them too. So for example, let's get deeper into here. And you can see we got some farmland here and some grassland. So let's go and we'll start mixing this up a little bit more. Now you got to do this basically. Um, let's go back to regular placement. And you got to do this, you know, all the way through your map before you go to the next level, descend to the next level below. So let's do this. Let's give it a little variety. So, and place, yeah, go like that, go like that. And then let's see, what else could we throw in here? So we've got some grazing land, grassland, go like that. Let's get some shrubbery over here. Okay, that'll give it some variety when we go to the next iteration. But I would do this all the way through the, like, just to make it, you know, consistent. Because once you get to the next level, it's going to get, like, super detailed again. And you're stuck. You're stuck with this level. You can't alter it and then go deeper. You got to be able to do all this editing first before you hit go to kingdom level. So we were at world at the very top. So from the beginning here, you can see that I did modifications and nothing's modified at this level. You're going to find that's going to be the situation at each one of these levels. So go ahead and edit it first and then advance to the next level of detail. So instead of me going all tedious here and showing you much more editing, so I'm just going to go put in some lakes here just so that you have an idea of the power you can continue carving away here at. And you know, I would start putting in islands too and things, you know, at this level. So let's carve an island out here and maybe an island out here. There. Okay, so we give it a little variety. Okay, like so. So now we got so like I say, I would do this for the entire map right now at this level and just go through it all, get all the detail worked out. Now we're going to go to the next level, kingdom level. Once again, you get the pop up here. I'll bring it over here. And we're going to go another 6 hexes. So this will be getting even more detail-y. So it's going to be doing 1 million some odd hexes here. So now we are super detailed. Super. Now you can see my blow up screen here is I'm going to scroll out as far as I can. Now you can see in my little mini map here how big that little square is, where my cursor is. As I'm moving along. Yeah, that's some pretty hefty detail there. And it gets a little choppy to move around. So, now once again, we would start manipulating the terrain and mixing things up. Yeah, it's going to take you a bit, and then we're going to start. We're going to start carving away, starting to make this look more natural, like not so hexy looking. It's now to move around on here. It's going to take a little bit of heft and time. There we go. Shaping the world, making it more shapelier and stuff like that. Now, at this iteration of the map, I would highly consider, we're going to go over here, add a little bit more shape to that lake. Might add an island in here on the lake as well. Some funky inlets and stuff like that because it's involving more treed and probably a little bit more varied terrain in there. Now, at this level, I might go ahead and start doing the hex by hex thing to make rivers. But we're going to go one more level deeper, okay? So let's go ahead and add a couple more lakey kind of things here. There's another lake, and here's another lake. Let's carve some things out. Do an inlet there. Probably have some sort of a river coming out this way. So let's do this one more time to province level. Once again, the pop-up comes up again. We're going to do another six hexes within each one of these mini hexes. Let's do that. Now it's going to be counting up, oh my god, 74 million hexes. This consists of 74 million hexes now. That's how deep this goes. So we say okay to that. To scroll in, scroll out. You can see on the mini map, it is just a wee, tiny. It's going to be so hard to move around on this map. So I'm just gonna click around this way because there's no way I can have any kind of control on this mini map. I'm already zoomed out as far as I can go, and to move around is just, and I got a pretty beefy machine. You know, I don't have a slouch of a machine right now, but but it's cool the way that this mixes up the terrain a little bit. And like I say, if you're mixing things every time you make a level and mix it all up, you can get some really cool detail happening here. But as it stands, you know, 74 million hexes on this map right now. That's pretty brutal. And this is just, like I said, this is a tiny map. So we can go back to world and move around a lot more easier. But the problem is, you know, once you get into, we'll go from here to continent, to province, all the way down there, and zoom ourselves out, see where we're at. My goodness, that is so much. That's so hard to, I can't even see where I am on the mini map here. It's crazy. Let's see, can I even move on the mini map here? My goodness. Yeah, it stutters along pretty harshly. So back to the world, you can see how many how much of a how big of a world this is. So for you guys out there that want to go ahead and make a big monster world, it's gonna be I mean, Worldographer does what it does and does it very well, but you're gonna have to be careful with how deep and how detailed you get with it, and whether or not you want to stop from world to the continent mode and stay there, or do you want to go deeper into the kingdom mode? Kingdom mode would be about the maximum I would go, and especially in something this size, it's just you know, it's still, you know, you can still move around, you know, and manipulate things, and you know, you can get a good variety of terrain if you work at this and make it, you know, at least blend things together, make it look interesting. And but yeah, just don't go all hardcore here and make a new map here, and don't go all crazy with the monster 40, let's say 50 hexes wide by 20, 30 hexes high to give you like a monster world, right? Because this is just gonna chug when you get really detailed. But like I say, you might just stop at at continent level on a large map, and that's it. But as far as kingdom level, yeah, not too bad. And then let's get into this weird spot where we were, and go province, and yeah, our the detail is just, yeah, that's just chugs away here. I'm not able to move around very well, and this little square in the to manipulate around in the little mini map, crazy. It's just ludicrous. Carving stuff up on the ocean. Let's see how well that handles. It actually handles pretty good. Let's go to the do the three terrain. So you can carve stuff out fairly easily. There we go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's not so bad in that. But it's just moving, manipulating the area around here. It might be a little tough. And there we go. Yeah, that makes it look a little cooler. Not so hexy. Okay, there. So just that heads up. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it didn't take too long. Let's see, we were at the how many minute mark? 17 minutes. So yeah. I'm not gonna lay in little towns and stuff like that here, because that would just, you can do that yourself. I'm just giving you the heads up that this is once you get to this detail, it's gonna be tough to, like I say, run around and manipulate this map around for your own ends. I mean, I would only, for me, aesthetic wise, I would only use this map for myself. I would let my players map out their own map of the area as they go along. Let them do that. I would just rather just use this for my notes and, make my notes and all that kind of stuff. What do we have here? So okay, you can to generate a coastline at this stage. Wow, that would be brutal. That would probably take a long time. I wouldn't even dare try it right now, because we would probably be sitting here for literally an hour waiting for all the coastlines to generate. I mean, I'll do it offline and I'll write down. I'll quit this video and I'll type down below how long it took me to make coastlines at this level. Alrighty? You guys take care. If you think that you want to kind of support me in some sort of a way, I don't need financial support. I just would like, you to subscribe. And if you're watching this and you have ads running on this, use an ad blocker, because until YouTube smartens up and realizes that the creators are the bread and butter of their company, they can go to heck as far as you know, making money off of what I make. So, all right, take care, guys.